Making love last a lifetime. Lifelong love does not happen by chance, but is an art that must be learned, practiced, and owned. You see, every successful relationship is the result of two people working diligently and skillfully to cultivate their love. When they combine passion, intimacy, and commitment, they're able to grow a flourishing and healthy relationship. What is up, my dear friends? Welcome back to the Happy Heart Academy podcast. I am your host, Tyler Joe Stratton, as well as your heartbreak coach, teaching you how to live more joyfully from your heart rather than your hurt so that you can experience more life, aliveness, and vitality in your life and relationships. And today's podcast episode is going to help you understand the 3 strategies to help you make love last a lifetime. That should be exciting to you depending upon where you're at. I know we're going to be going a little bit off course today, as most of my podcast episodes are talking about how to, create a better quality of life after your heartbreak. And it focuses on giving you strategies and implementing ideas and thoughts and programs and processes to really help you to cultivate a better quality of life after your heartbreak. But today we're going to be talking about how to rebuild, reestablish, and grow a joyful and loving relationship in the future. Depending on where you're at, you might be in a relationship right now or you might not be. But nonetheless, I think at the end of our lives, what really matters is the relationships that we have cultivated with ourselves, others, and God. And that's what I talk a lot about in my book, The Big Three, where I teach you how to build joyful and loving relationships with yourself, others, and God after heartbreak. And if that's something you're interested in, the link will be below, so that you can check that out and see if this book would be fitting for you if you're struggling with the relationship you have towards yourself, your self-worth, your self-image, your self-respect after heartbreak. This book is for you. If you're struggling to cultivate and grow closer to people during this heartbreak period, this book is for you. And if you've completely lost the idea of who and what God is and how God plays a big role in your life, then check out the book. Once again, I think it's going to be a powerful book. You can read the first section, the second section, or the third section, or all 3 sections, but depending on what your heart needs and desires and what it needs to grow and learn about. So anyway, once again, today's episode is about the 3 ways in which you can begin to make love last a lifetime. And like I was going to say is that at the end of our life, I think what really matters is the type of relationships that we've built, the quality of our relationships that we built throughout our lifetime, and to learn how to cultivate passion and to learn how to cultivate love that could last a lifetime, I think is a strategic way to grow and enhance the quality of life that you live. So I'm going to give you 3 big ideas that's going to help you to be able to cultivate meaningful, long-term love that will last a lifetime. So I hope that brings you excitement. I hope that brings you hope, because it is possible, and there are specific things or strategies you can incorporate into your life that can help you enhance your current relationship or even your future relationship. You can have this in the back pocket of your arsenal. This is good information for anybody that's looking to get yourself back out there. Put yourself back out there if you're ready to put yourself back out there, and to love fully and to live fully and to make a difference in not only your life but their lives. This episode is going to be for you, and you want to stick around to the end because once again, you're going to get the 3 strategies that are going to help you to make meaningful love last. Okay, so before I get off on topic here, I want to talk about, if you're not a part of the Happy Heart Academy, join me at the Happy Heart Academy. The Happy Heart Academy is where I spend most of my time offering hourly advice, one-on-one coaching, as well as group coaching to help you cultivate a stronger relationship with yourself, with others, and ultimately with God. But ideally, right now, what we're focusing on is how to cultivate and rebuild your relationship with yourself after a heartbreak, giving you the strategies to help you work through a heartbreak so that you can create happiness in return. You know, the idea behind the Happy Heart Academy, it was created and designed to teach you how to live more joyfully from your heart rather than your hurt so that you can create happiness after your heartbreak. And if you're interested in joining, be sure to check out community.happyheartacademy.com. The link will be below so that you can join the community and join potentially even the academy to teach you on a week-to-week basis on how to grow and develop after a heartbreak so that you can improve your self-worth, your self-image, cultivate a better relationship with yourself, and eventually grow into the person that you are excited about to becoming. So today's topic is going to be, like I said, the 3 ways to make love last a lifetime. Now, number 1, the first big idea that I want to bring to you today, I have it here on my little sticky note, is by practicing meaningful touch. Number 1, you have to practice meaningful touch in order to make love last a lifetime. This is vitally important. Meaningful touch is the language of passion. People want deep, loving connection, and people want, intimacy. They want to feel connected and divine and sexual and sensual with you. And in order to do that and to keep that love alive, you need to practice meaningful touch. It's the kiss on the cheek before bed. It's those meaningful, spontaneous kisses at a red light. It's reminding them, that you love them. It's the rub and touch of the leg when you're driving, wherever you're headed. It's those practicing meaningful touches throughout the day that will help remind them how much they are loved. People love intimacy. People love sex. People love to practice their spontaneity, because spontaneity brings life to the relationship. And ideally, if you practice meaningful touch, it will help spark the passion in your relationship. Because oftentimes what happens is we enter relationships, and after a while, depending on the amount of time you were together, life in that relationship becomes dull, right? There's changes in the love during the conquest or during the journey of your relationship with them. And ideally, understanding that love changes throughout a lifetime, and you'll experience different love during different time, and passion is not always what you're going to experience in your relationship. Now, if you want to experience just stronger love, you should practice meaningful touch. And hold their hand, give them a hug, kiss them on the cheek before bed. However you decide to practice it, I need you to become more intentional about actually practicing it. It's those different meaningful ways in which you can begin to move into their heart, because your meaningful touch is more purposeful than the words that you speak at times. So understand that meaningful touch is going to be one of the biggest keys in which you can unlock a lifetime of love. Number 2 strategy, the second strategy, is plan mutually enjoyable experiences. This can help cultivate a much brighter, a much better, a much more passionate and intimate relationship with your significant other if you plan, mutually enjoyable trips. Passion can only survive and thrive if the couple decides to continue to date even after they maybe get married, okay? If you continue to date your partner throughout this lifetime, and you take them on romantic trips, maybe to dinners, maybe to adventures, maybe on little mini vacations. One of the things that Nicole and I love to do, and that we're going to continue to do, is about every 3 months we take mini vacations. I think this is purposeful to us because it brings excitement into our relationship, so it doesn't seem so dead. And honestly, it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing. It's like leave Friday after work, and then we head, wherever, maybe a surrounding city, maybe, to a faraway city, or, we just try to get a step away from the, everyday life cycles. This helps to bring inspiration, creativity, love, enjoyment, spontaneity into the relationship to keep love alive. It's fun to visit other lands and other places, or little cities and little towns, and seeing the world together, even though we might not be able to, experience, Dubai and different things like that quite yet. What we can do is visit different homes, little small towns, and, surrounding cities that can help us fulfill that, adventure inside of us, to see the world, to travel. There's something happens to the relationship, and what happens is there's more happiness involved. There's more love involved when you take time to just be alone and go out and experience the world. So definitely start to incorporate, and plan mutually exciting experiences and enjoyable experiences in your relationship. This will also help to cultivate a better relationship and cultivate love that will last a lifetime. Don't miss out on this one. This one can be a lot of fun. And lastly, the last big idea that I have for you today is making sure that you compliment your partner. Complimenting your partner is so easy to do, yet we don't do it. Sometimes it's easy to do, and sometimes it's easy not to do, which makes it a challenge. Showering them with a compliment can help to bring that relationship alive. A compliment goes a long way. They say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I call bullshit on that. Words hurt a lot. And especially when you know your person and you do a personal attack or a personal nudge or point out a specific issue that that they're sensitive about can definitely hurt them. Well, so can giving them compliments, can improve them, can make them feel more alive, more relaxed, more secure in their own body. And when they're secure in their own body and feel safe in their own body, they'll begin to become more vulnerable, and that will improve not only your sex life, your the way that you communicate with each other. It will help you to become more creative and have more fun in your relationship because you're always showering them with a compliment, like every single day. There's not one day that goes by that I don't refer to my fiance as beautiful, or hey there my love, good morning beautiful, or however that may be. It's just these little things to remind her that I think she's beautiful, she knows that she's loved, and she knows that she's respected as an individual and that I support her. And there's not a day that goes by. I'll bring her on the podcast one of these days to talk about our relationship together and how these past 5 years have been such a breeze, easy, fun, enjoyable, spontaneous, alive, and which cultivated us to me end up proposing, and we're getting married in June, and there's just a lot of fun with this. But ultimately, I know it's easy not to do, but it's also easy to do. So ultimately, make sure that you learn to cultivate and compliment your significant others so that they can experience more joy, life, and love in your relationship. My name is Tyler Joe Stratton. I am your heartbreak coach. Welcome to the Happy Heart Academy podcast. If you guys found this helpful, be sure to share it out. Leave a comment below. Let me know. And which one do you want to start implementing into your current relationship? And let's have a conversation. By the way, be sure to, like I said, to check out the community.happyheartacademy.com in order for you to learn how to live more joyfully from your heart rather than your hurt.